Well, I promised you last week that we were going to take a few weeks and introduce you to different ministry leaders of our church and let you get a feel for what God's doing in your church at North County. And so this morning we're going to welcome the youth guys, Matt and Isaiah, to the stage. Would you welcome them today? Let's give them So Isaiah, you've been here 4 months. How are you settling in?
Yeah, 4 months. It's been great just being a part of the community, seeing that everyone just really bring me in. And yeah, it's been awesome. Was in Birch Bay, and officially now I'm living in Linden, so I'm a Lindenite now.
Right on.
Yeah, there we go. I went to both of the basketball games this weekend, and I was told I can't choose favorites, so I love both of the teams, Christian and Linden High. So
Christian and Pagan. So
yeah.
you sit right in the...
Absolutely. I have to sit in the middle, you know.
You sit right in the middle.
Absolutely. It's like a parent, no favorites.
Yeah, no favorites. All right. And so you guys work with a team here. You have some people on your team. Can you introduce them to us today?
Yeah. The first one I'll introduce is the one in the middle right there in the top, Alexa. She's my middle school assistant. My absolute, she makes sure that I'm all in check, all the things are in line so that everything doesn't fall apart on a youth night, you know, because I hear that's recommended for the middle schoolers at least. That doesn't fall apart, you know.
Yeah, that's important.
And you've got some guys on the team too? Or some ladies, I should say.
Yeah, well, there's like the most beautiful one in the bottom right there. That's the most important one, the one in the hat.
She's your boss.
No, I'm talking below that, me. But no, the truth of the matter is the upper left, that is Emily Colosisha. She is our youth ministry coordinator. She's the one who makes sure everything happens the way it's supposed to in youth, and specifically with me on Thursday nights with high school. But my favorite one is the one in the upper right, and that's my wife. Yeah,
Good comeback.
Thank you. And she, she's the one who just keeps us completely in check and makes sure all the admin things that we forget about happen.
Yeah. We never forget anything. No.
Never.
So I was a youth pastor for 10 years, and people always ask, well, what do you do with all of your time? What do you guys really do? So besides having fun and games, which is what everybody thinks you do all the time, what else do you do to help these kids grow and disciple them? What's going on in youth ministry?
Well, we really focus on two things, and that's love God and love people. And what does that mean to live a life that is honoring to God? And what does that mean to love God's people and this whole world, to be honest? And so a lot of what we do is focused on discipleship of individual students, but we also have teams that go on mission trips. We had one last summer that we had a blast with, a huge team, and it was just incredible to see the way these students worked to share the love of Jesus with people in another country. But we had a giant team last year. We have an even bigger team this year. We got 60 people going this year on our mission trip, so that's pretty awesome. We also have a group of high schoolers that are in a group called Outspoken, student ambassadors, and really their role is to dig deeper into their faith. And then what does that mean as far as leading their peers and serving God's community? You see pictures here of some of our students volunteering at the All-Stars program that happens once a month. If you want to sign up for that, it's happening on the 15th of March. Again, it's a great thing to do. And then they serve here on Sunday mornings. They serve on Thursday nights. A lot of them serve on Tuesday nights at middle school. But it's just really great to see these students engaging in all these different ways that they can love God's people.
Yep, it's great.
Yeah, and I think with middle school, we focus, and I think Matt as well, with small groups. When we think about discipleship, we leave the last part of the night every week just to disciple our kids and make sure they feel seen or known, and the things that are really going on in their lives, they have a space where they can talk about those things. That's important for me, number one, with small groups. And then I think another one is how awesome and enveloped our kids are in worship, you know?
Yeah.
It's so cool to see just middle schoolers with hands raised high and like praising God every week.
And middle schoolers on the stage leading worship.
Oh, yeah,
like
absolutely.
This morning, James. That's pretty awesome.
That's so cool. But I think lastly for me, small groups are important. And then also summer camp. Summer camp's one of the places that I felt God's call to do ministry, and I think it's one of the ways that kids can really take that time to really focus on what God's calling them to their lives and just spend that time with God and grow closer in relationships. So we still have spots this year. So there's a QR code on the screen that you can do, or we have it on Church Center as well, that if you want to sign your kid up, they can sign up there as well. So
Good. So how many kids are we talking about? How many kids come to your ministries, in a week or in a month or whatever?
So high school, it's pretty awesome. As you can see some stats on the screen, 207 different students that we got the chance to minister to and have minister to each other. That's a big one. And then the baptisms, I love seeing baptisms because that is a translation of what God's doing in the lives of students as well. And so we're seeing students come to Jesus. We're seeing them get excited for him and for the world to know him. And of course, we got a lot of volunteers because you can't do youth ministry without volunteers. Yeah. Otherwise, they'd trample over you. So we've got an incredible set of volunteers that work with high school. 20 different volunteers between mission trips and weekly program that we've had working with us.
Yeah. Middle school, it looks pretty similar. We have around on Sundays, which is awesome. We dig into the Bible, get a little bit deeper in on it, and see what's going on with the whole picture of the Bible. We have about 260 kids throughout the entire year, with 100 about a month, which is awesome. Tuesday nights, which is our program night, we've had 290 this year, and then 104 a month. It's looking more like right now 80 a night, which is insane. I tried to make a deal with them to shave my head if they hit 100, but they didn't hit it. So
give them another shot.
I was told to give them grace and give them another shot. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see. I'll let it go through the rest of the year and see if they get 100, then I'll do it. But yeah, we have 14 baptisms and then 20 different volunteers that make every night happen, which is absolute. It makes it so much easier for me. And sometimes people say it's like herding cats, but like I think it's awesome, and I think my leaders truly do feel that, where they think it's such an awesome impact. And if any of you guys are interested in being a volunteer as well, I would love to meet with you guys and just talk about what that might look like for you. So
Yep. So if any of these parents or kids want to learn more, what can they do?
Yeah, there's a couple different ways. First, we've got social media. You can go onto Facebook or Instagram. To be honest, Facebook is for the parents, Instagram's for the students, because students don't. We actually ditched our student page on Facebook because none of the students used it. So parents, we've got a parent page for you that you can get all the information on Facebook, but you are welcome on the Instagram too. But there's other ways that we can get information to you as well.
Yeah, we also have our email, which you can go to the church website, and our emails are on there where you can get in contact with us to just talk with us, or any of the other ways to get in contact. And then, or in person on a Sunday, just come up and say hi to us, and we'd love to talk to you and see how we can be more a part of your kid's life or your life as you grow in leadership and discipleship. So.
And if you ever want more information, you want to just get together, hear what's happening in youth, we'd love to have coffee with you. We'd love to have lunch with you and just get to know you a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. All right. So these are our youth pastors. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank them. Good job, bud.